On today's episode, we're exploring a critical issue facing the AI industry: the rising costs of highly specialized data labeling required to develop and maintain advanced AI models. I'm Daniel,
I'm Matheus.
and this is the Human AI Experience. We'll be right back.
AI is driving a lot of technology innovation right now, but one of the big issues is how expensive it's becoming to develop and maintaining these systems. I know you read something recently in Fortune, am I right? Can you explain a little bit about that?
Yeah, sure. So basically, one of the major costs in AI development is data labeling, which is critical for training AI models. But let me explain a little bit of what that actually means. So, data labeling is about assigning tags to raw data like images, text, or video so the AI can learn to recognize these patterns. For example, if you want an AI to spot cats in pictures, you need to label a bunch of images as cat or not cat. The AI learns from these examples how to identify a cat.
Exactly, and a lot of these large language models or LLMs, like the ones we see today, they were trained using huge databases gathered from the internet. But here's the thing: much of the data was labeled by workers in developing countries who were paid like super low wages. That helped it to initiate this training costs like super like low budget or like way down. But now, as the demand of more accurate and more specialized data has increased, the costs have increased too. So companies are pushed to find more ethical and sustainable ways of handling this that data labeling. So this shift really shows how developing these advanced AI systems is getting more expensive and actually complicated.
Yes, it's not just about the volume of data anymore, it's about the complexity. So nowadays, LLMs use a technique called reinforced learning with human feedback, where people actually provide feedback or rank the AI's output. So companies are working with highly specialized data, things like customer information or expert level knowledge in fields like law, finance, and healthcare. For that, you need professionals like doctors, lawyers, and scientists, for example, to ensure the AI is learning the right stuff. And that's where the costs crazily go up because you need to hire or pay these people a high amount salary to train these models. So, to quote William Falcon, which is the CEO of Lightning AI, you now need a lawyer to label stuff, which is crazy use of legal hours, unquote. So basically, yeah, you have to pay highly specialized lawyers to train your AI so they can also become highly specialized.
It's fascinating, but a little bit scary too. There's expert level labeling costs are like forcing companies to find new solutions and to make some really hard choices. So some of the companies are outsourcing to other companies like Scale AI, which recently got like $1 billion of funding, which is interesting, and that just show how crucial these services are becoming.
Exactly. So as AI models get more advanced and more sophisticated, they start being used in more complex fields. So the cost of developing and maintaining it's only going to increase. So using experts to label data is necessary, but for accuracy, but it's also a big financial commitment that companies need to do if they want to keep pushing for innovation. So the bottom line is that as AI models become more sophisticated and are applied into complex and critical fields, the cost of developing and maintaining these models are only going to rise.
Actually, the curious fact is I already have been one of these low paid workers, uh, as I already have worked for like Google, like Facebook, like feeding the AI. And Google, it's were mainly like evaluating searches. So I have like two results for the same search, and I needed to evaluate which one were better. And I have done the same for Facebook. I already evaluated like ads for them, so I needed to see if any of the ads had like prohibited content and stuff like that. So I totally related to this like rows of low paid costs and stuff.
Good reminder that while AI can do amazing things, it still relies heavily on human expertise, especially when accuracy is key, right? So the challenge ahead is figuring out how to balance these costs with the benefits AI can bring to industry like law, healthcare, and finance. And if they can assimilate the bill, or if they can pay the cost for this technology.
Yeah, and then it's funny to see how they are talking about accuracy, and because the goal of this, the way of feeding the AI is actually throughout accuracy, you know. So for example, if I do like an evaluation and you do the same evaluation from the same search, we should reach the same level of evaluation, you know. So you learn how to evaluate everything in the same accuracy, in the same pattern, in the same standards. And then what happened is that some people, as me, I was a outlier in this accuracy. So I was just put it out from the system, you know. So you need to reach some kind of level of accuracy, and everyone needs to reach the same level of
But is it accuracy, or is it like, because accuracy is, it means that you're right.
yeah.
So it is the accuracy, or is the average of the answers, because maybe that's two different things, right?
Yeah, I think it's more about the average, because I feel that my evaluation was always a little bit optimistic in comparison to the average, and then that's why I have been sacked from this job, you know. Um, but it was a good experience because I could see how they are actually feeding the AI, you know. So when we needed to evaluate and make the right choice for the AI, then you can definitely see how, you know, how the searches works, and which kind of results they're giving to you, and the way that in the next search they will give you the best result, you know, the most accurate and the most relevant result.
It kind of highlights and shows that there's a lot of labeling which requires human labor behind these massive technologies. Today was a short episode, but it was just interesting to summarize and to explain a little bit how data labeling is a big part of the AI training. So we reached the end of our episode. If you're curious about AI and how AI is evolving and how to bring it into your work and life, don't forget to subscribe to the podcast on your favorite podcast platform and follow us for more. If you have any questions for us, you can reach out to us at hello@humanaixp.com or connect with us on Instagram at hellohumanaixp. Thanks for listening. See you next week.